Hi everybody, my name is Janet Odawali and today I'll be presenting my short story. The title of my short story is called The Eyes That See. Before I get into an overview of my story and the main characters and little details, I want to say a quote that speaks a lot about my story, and this quote is written by Les Brown. He's one of the well-known motivational speaker of all time, and it says, "The graveyard is the richest place on earth, because it is here that you will find all the hopes and dreams that were never fulfilled, the books that were never written, the songs that were never sung, the invitations that were never shared, the cures that were never discovered, all because someone was too afraid to take that first step, keep with the problem, or determined to carry out their dreams." Les Brown. So as I go over the short story, just keep that in mind. So overview my story. My short story is about a girl named Amy, whose hometown is going through a robotic invasion. Yet through that dark moment, Amy encounters the Lord, who changes her life forever. So a little more detail of my story. My story starts out with Amy in the hospital with her best friend Carly, who is currently dying. So before this accident, like I said before in the overview, that the town Frankfort, Kentucky is going through a robotic invasion. So a little background. So for Kentucky, the people decided, they wanted to use robots to help them better their life, such as, to run errands, to help them in the school, to help them in the house and things like that. But unfortunately, the robots turned against them and they started attacking people. So this is how Carly and Amy ended up in the hospital. So while in the hospital, Carly's friend is dying. She's on the bed, and Carly and Amy begins just to think about, everything. She starts to think, really, wow, is Carly really dying? Are robots really taking over our city? She starts reflecting over her life, and her life just flashes before her eyes, and she gets very emotional. She cannot handle the emotion, and she decides to take a walk. So she takes a walk. She keeps walking in the park. And she sits down. As she sits down, she just starts to cry. She sits there for a while, for hours. Then she hears, people making noise. So she hears someone yelling, and she starts to figure out, who is there, what's going on. So she looks around, and she sees this married couple, a man and a woman, a husband and a wife. And the woman is dying because she got attacked by a robot, and she's yelling. And she yells, "The robots got me. They got me. My life is over. It's over. Don't forget what I told you." So she tells her husband, "Don't forget what I told you." And the man said, "Yes, I won't forget. Don't give up on my dreams. Life is too short." And as he says that, Amy, something inside of her arose. Like it arose. At the moment, she didn't understand what it was or didn't know, but it was the Holy Spirit. God reaches out to us in our darkest moment. And God reaches out to us to remind us of certain things, to bring us back to certain places, to do things that He intentionally wants us to do that will help us and fulfill us. So Hilly, something arose inside of her. She just runs off, and she runs to her house. She runs to the basement. She starts, looking through things, and she finds the Bible, the white Bible that her mother gave her. And when she opened it up, it says, "To my sweet daughter, Amy." And when she turns the page, is a letter that her mother wrote to her before she died. So Amy's mother died when she was 12, and it's been 15 years. So Amy is about 27 years old now. So she reads the letter, and it's the same thing that the woman said to her husband. The wife says to her husband, "Don't give up on your dreams. Life is too short." And after the moment, Amy just starts to read her Bible. And keep in mind that Amy after her mother died, like, things just became bad for her. She stopped going to church, reading her Bible. She stopped doing the things that she once loved, her passions. She stopped using her talents or her gift, and she just became, she became very isolated from the community. The only person she really spoke to was Carly. They grew up together, so that's the only person. She isolated herself from everybody else. She just was in a dark place, angry, bitter, all of the above. But through this moment, the Lord really spoke to her through the woman. And after this moment, she was able to, restart her life, revive herself, and just refresh herself. And it was just a powerful moment. And God was able to draw her back and just touch her life and change it for the better. So that's pretty much my story. I hope you all enjoyed the little overview. I'll be happy if you all are interested in reading it. Also, I want to add, I want to encourage you all based on the story. This story, why did I write this story? It just came to me. I was just thinking, what can I write? But I don't know. I didn't know what to write. But this story just came to me, and I decided to just run with it. And I really wanted to present in person because I really wanted to encourage you all to also, not to give up on your dream. God put something inside of each of us. We all have gifts and talents that God give us. We all have our own path in life. And whatever God is speaking to you about, run with it. Work on your talents, work on your giftings, work on yourself. Be faithful, be consistent. And at the end, always give God the glory. Don't give up. Failure is just a stepping stone to your breakthrough. And just keep pressing forward. The title, how did I come up with the title? The title also just came to me, The Eyes That See. And it speaks for itself. But that's pretty much my story. I hope you enjoy. Thank you all for your time. God bless.